Hey there, everybody. This is Caleb S3D1, and I just about a word that people use and that should be taken as a slur and should not be used under any circumstances. And when I mean any, I mean like basically all. So the R word, I'm not going to say it because it's really, really bad. I'm just gonna address it as the R word because whenever I get called it, I get really upset. Not necessarily hurt feeling. Well, it does hurt my feelings a little bit, but it does make me really angry when I have somebody that tells me that I'm basically the R word. And I'm going to talk about how it is a lot more hurtful than what most people think. So let's talk about some of the circumstances that people would use it and some of the really bad circumstances that people would use it and why those types of circumstances and the timing of the word usage can be considered very, very bad. So let's go for a simple example. So let's just say you and your buddies are out, meandering after you just drinking like, I don't know, like two Coronas, and you're waiting for a taxi cab, and you get into the taxi cab, and one of your friends shows you a video of this kid that has Down syndrome doing like a power lift, and one of your friends goes, "Oh, that kid's such a R word." That would be a very bad example of why you should not use that word, and it could be very hurtful for if you were to say that to the person directly. So here's another example. Let's just pretend you're at some convention, and you're waiting for the game to start, and the game starts, and a person walks in front of you to sit down, and their head is like kind of like tilted down, kind of like a chicken neck, like what I have. And you go, "Oh, that guy must be so R word." And that would probably be one of the worst ways that you could use that word, because not only are you directly insulting someone who has a disability, but you're using it in a way to harm or hurt that person's feelings just because they looked or did something or looks a certain way. So if there's one thing that I've learned in my 20s and in my adult years, is that you never, ever, ever use the R word, no matter what circumstances you fall under. Like I said in the beginning of this video, just don't freaking use it. I don't care what Rookie Berwick says. I don't care what the Proud Boys say. I don't care what whatever YouTubers or whatever influencers or whatever like cult group says about using that word. Don't use it. It's a terrible word. You will be looked at as a terrible person if you use that word. Anyways, guys, sorry about going a little bit off the deep end, but I had to because this word is one of the worst words. It's up there with the C word. It's up there with the N word, the C word for African Americans. It's up there with those words, and it's just as bad as saying the N word or the C word against women. Excuse me. So yeah, don't use the R word, and it's yeah, it's just its own. It's a whole thing that I just don't appreciate whenever I hear someone say it. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Thank you all for listening, and make sure when you see the QR code, you scan that bad boy, and if you are willing to or have enough money, throw me some doubloons on, what is it called? Whatever it's called, Patreon. That's it. See ya.